Hi Aries, it's Michelle from The Guided Intuitive, and thank you so much for being here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a read for you, and this is going to be your weekly read. We're going to get this out today for you. Thank you all for all your likes, subscribes, and shares, and note your comments below. We're going to see what wants to come out for you, okay? I'm getting caught up, which I'm really excited about. But in any event, I want to see what wants to come out for you this week. Now, this is going to be from Wednesday to Wednesday, okay? So just to give you an idea, every single Wednesday, so that should help. So let's see what wants to come through, all right? This is going to be a general read, so that goes without saying. So keep this in mind, Aries. If you'd like a personal read, then go to theguidedintuitive.com and we'll get you set up over there, all right? All right, so let's see what is in store for you this week, what wants to come out in the cards for you, okay? It's going to be a general read, so it won't be, specific to love or whatever. We're just going to let come up what wants to come up, okay? All right, so your current situation at this time, Aries, what do we have here? So we have got, interesting, we have got the Four of Cups. Now, fours are all about, stability, right? So this is about gaining your stability. And I think that you might be meditating a little bit, but however, not recognizing the opportunity of love that might be coming your way. This is a cup of emotion, okay, which usually is a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus signs. And keep in mind that this read is for Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus signs for Aries, okay? So basically what I see here is that the universe is offering you something, but you're not really seeing it at this moment. I think you're so deep in thought of what it is that you are looking for, and if it doesn't come in the right package, you might dismiss it. So this is saying to have this open mind and make sure that you're looking up at these opportunities that could be coming your way. Now, it could be some sort of a love offer that you're not interested in, but this is asking you to, take a second look because it might be different than you had expected. Okay, so that's what's coming through here, and it might not be what it seems. Okay, so that's the current situation right now. Okay, like I said, the cups are all about this. Emotional for, emotions. And it looks like that you're emotionally kind of fed up with something and just kind of taking your time and going within at this particular moment. Okay. So a lot of contemplation is happening right now. Okay. Now let's see what might be blocking you from this situation and whatever's brought you to my channel, whether it's a person, place, or thing, or a situation, whatever it is. Okay. Let's see what's blocking you. Ooh, we've got the Queen of Wands. So this is an influencer. So the wands are talking about me of this vibrancy and this exuberance, right? She's somewhat mystical, almost as if that this is saying, perhaps you've got this is the Aries, Leo, Sagittarius type energy. So I really feel that this is you, and this is about tapping into your spirituality as well. You can see she's a little bit more mystical. She's got this black cat that's below here. She's got a sunflower in one hand, which is very about vibrancy, growth, blooming, things coming to fruition, that type of thing. But there's also two lions at the side of her throne. Again, it might have to do with some sort of Leo as well, or you might have that in your chart at this time. But this is about confidence, right? That yellow is about confidence, the blue is about communication. And this is what might be stopping you is perhaps your connection to the divine. You're not feeling that exuberance, all right? And maybe you feel that's not available for you at this particular moment. But this is saying, yes, it is. This is saying is that to pull back and connect yourself with the divine, so you can gain that vibrancy that you have been missing. So I think that you're actually posing as the Queen of Wands in this at this particular time, or carrying that type of energy. But this is really about exuberance and vibrancy, and it's been a challenge for you because you're in this right now. So note your comments below on how that's resonating. But let's see what past influences are affecting your current situation at that time, and kind of why you're feeling like this. Okay, all right, so let's see what the past influences are. Here we go. So this is about a decision. This is about juggling two things, perhaps, and maybe not yet have made a decision relating a person, place, thing. Could even be a career of some sort as well. Pentacles are talking about the Capricorn, staying grounded, in the process of trying to balance all this stuff out. right? So that's what I'm seeing here, is that something is, you want things to be balanced in terms of your emotions, and you're carrying on this vibrancy and this exuberance, and you want to see that, but for some reason you're not into that, okay? Let's take a look real quick. I want to clarify your initial, why you're feeling like this, okay? And what I'm getting is that there's been a lot of competition, but this is about perseverance to work your way through this, Aries, okay? Keep going, okay? Because this is saying is that you've got the perseverance. This is the 7. 7s are about having faith. So the 7 of Wands really talks about here that there is, yes, there's competition, but this wants you to persevere on whatever that is it's going for you, okay? So whatever that is that you've been working really hard on, Aries, it wants you to continue to do that, okay? You're above ground, you are in solid ground, and you're the leader so far, so keep on keeping on. And the Wands are Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, so that's right on your energy here, okay? So, and it might have to deal perhaps with a particular offer. Perhaps that this wants you to keep persevering because it looks like that there is some sort of offer coming through here. It looks like a Knight of Pentacles, and Knights are all about motion, right? And when it comes about Pentacles, this is about continuously, routine oriented, being efficient. So, this is all about keep on keeping on that. It is that of which that you truly want. So it's quite interesting. What you've been wanting so far hasn't been coming through, at least the way that you want it, but this wants you to continue to persevere because it's going to move to solid ground. I also see, like I said, that there could be a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus coming through to give you an offer. It's some sort of offer that's coming to you. It's very slow, but it's solid, okay? It's very solid and steady. So I want you to know, and maybe you just haven't had it yet and you're kind of a little frustrated with that. So that's what I'm seeing here, okay? Yeah, I think that you just want you to continually focus on what it is that you're doing. Keep persevering. This right here comes the 8 of Pentacles. So the 8, you've just got 2 more before you come to an end and a new beginning. So you're right there. This is right at the brink. And I want you to remember, Aries, that a lot of times that just before we reach the finish line, a lot of us, before we can experience that success, that love, or whatever it is that you've been pushing for and been working strong on, a lot of us sometimes miss the mark and give up before then. But this is telling you up front to say, hey, don't give up, keep on keeping on, that this offer is going to be coming through, or there is an opportunity that's coming through, okay? What is it that you were balancing over here in the past, okay? So let's take a look at what that is, all right, real quick, all right? Okay, still, balancing your emotions. So perhaps that is something that you're currently doing right now. You want things to be balanced. So look at it. The clarifier is balance to balance, all right? So balancing your stability and balancing your emotions and getting those both in check. So it's so funny how that happens, but it is something that wants to come through. Yeah, and because there's overflowing emotions relating to this person, place, thing, or this situation. There is going to be a new beginning, and this is quite beautiful. I'm kind of clarifying the Temperance and the 2 of Coins, and 2 of Pentacles, and I get an Ace of Cups, which is, aces are all about potential, and the cups are about compassion and intimacy. So this does have to deal with some sort of love in terms of balancing, okay? So note your comments below, but hey guys, that's what I'm getting here. Let's take a look at what your outcome is, okay? Let's take a look at what that is for you here. What is that? Oh my gosh. Okay, so you've got the 6 of Wands, and the 6s are all about growth. This is about having recognition. People are recognizing you, Aries, and this is fantastic, okay? They're recognizing you, and it's you're feeling really good. The green is the heart chakra, the red is, the root chakra and about passion, and then the blue is about communication and the throat chakra. Whatever which way, speaking, writing, whatever that is, but it's recognition, okay? And that's what I see here. Like I said, the 6s are all about growth. And this is all about making the progress, having the self-confidence, and being recognized for it, okay? So Aries, keep on keeping on. I'm telling you, whatever it is that you have your heart set on, your mind set on, both body, mind, and soul, and spirit, all of that, it looks like it's going to come through to fruition. Just keep on keeping on is what it wants you to do, okay? And this is saying is that as you continue to do that, what it wants you to do is to drop any negativity or things that you're held tightly to, okay? Let go of the control, let go of any type of something that you feel bound to, okay? Because I think that when you leave that, you're gonna feel so much more freer, but this is getting rid of any sort of codependent type situation. So I wanna congratulate you, Aries, if this happens to be you in this situation, you have actually overcome this type of scenario, okay? So if you feel tied and bound to someone, something, or a particular situation, I really feel that you're being recognized for getting out of this, okay? And it was not easy, okay? So note your comments below. I'm going to clarify the devil one more time over here. I want to see what comes through. Balancing. Here comes the balance that you were looking for right there. Okay, here it comes. So perhaps that someone's giving to you now, perhaps as the other times that you were giving to the other person. And the scales are becoming balanced, okay? As you see, there's a lot of balance in here. You've got 3 cards that indicate some sort of balance, whether it's emotions as well as your material world too, but just overall. So this is a relationship, again, it's more balanced. And it's more level, okay? It's no more of this, this bringing on this toxic type of behavior. That's let go. Your emotions are balanced. You're grounded. Your foundation is becoming balanced. And it's almost as if, like I said, the 6s are about growth. So this is about giving. This is about generosity, okay? And it could be coming from someone else, a Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or even a Libra, okay? I do want to kind of bring that up, but that's what I'm seeing here, okay? So just the charity, giving, perhaps that you are working on something that is dear to your heart and you're balancing all of this out for yourself. But I do really feel that in terms of the outcome, yeah, I think that what you're doing is you're getting rid of this, okay? So I didn't expect this to come up, but you never know when that happens. So you're getting rid of the heartbreak, okay? So perhaps things are now becoming balanced because you cut out what no longer was working for you in this, situation that has left you heartbroken. You are dropping this, okay? You're dropping this, and things are leveling out and you're being recognized for it, okay? So it could be another person recognizing you now in this relationship if you happen to be in one. It could be in a work situation, getting the balance, equal pay, better pay, holding out for what it is that you want, or continuously going down your path of your new business and now finally becoming recognized for that, okay? And this is about success too, so others are noticing it, okay? So this is gorgeous. So let's take a look at it. If you were an animal, what would you be, okay? I always think it's just fun to go in that realm, especially, since I'm working with some of the cats, the feral cats in my area over here, all right? And trying to find a home. 2 of them got homes now, okay, versus 1. So now there's 2 and there's 3 left and a mama cat. So we'll see. And it's funny, the last 3 all look like the mother, almost identical. The other 2 were people. See how I think animals are people, okay? If you agree with me, note your comments below because that's how I'm feeling. That's how I feel, okay? I don't care, all right? So let's take a look at what would that be? If you were an animal, what or who would you be, okay? Or what or who would you be? I always say that because I think animals are people. I just do. Okay, let's see what we have for you. Oh my gosh. I don't know who got this, okay? But another sign got this. So do check out your sun, just check out your moon rising as well as your Venus signs, okay? So what I'm seeing here is that you have got the otter, okay? And this is a water symbol, right? A chemical symbol for water up here. But this is really interesting. You're kind of standing up. And you're becoming very alert about your situation and you are fixing things. And that's why I think that you really came out of this kind of bondage here, right? I think that you really came out of that and you stood up for yourself and you looked around and said, hey, this is not what I want in my life. So what I really feel, you know, in terms of the situation is that, you know, the otter is really, it's kind of a water animal. So it's about emotions, it's about being balanced, but it's also being balanced in love, in the simple things, because otters are all about, you know, joy and finding joy in the simplest little things. Okay. And that's what I'm seeing here for you as it relates to them. Now it does have to deal also with your heart chakra. Okay. Because there's some green in there and this is confidence. So it does about doing what your heart's desire is, on whatever makes you stand up and take notice, okay? And that's what really kind of wants to come through, and that's what I'm seeing here. Whatever makes you stand up and take notice is the type of energy that you're kind of moving forward, and you're looking at every single detail and you're not missing any of it. So I think that's what's really wanting to come through here for you, okay? Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm thinking of here. It's quite beautiful. And it's just basically saying that, hey, you know, at this particular time is that you are focused on your emotional kind of well-being, your emotions and that type of thing. Yeah, that's exactly what I see here, which is quite interesting. Yeah. I mean, there's nothing really that it really steps out with me other than the fact that you're really taking notice of yourself. Okay. And that's what I'm seeing here. Having a lot more confidence, living from the heart, being alert in the process. Okay. I think it's really key, especially as it relates to this particular situation. Okay. Yeah. You're building something new. You're building something as it relates to a situation. You're building kind of like you're building a solid foundation as it relates to your emotions. Yeah, that's what I see here. How interesting. Gosh, yeah. Nothing was really calling out to me, which is kind of interesting. I really don't see anything that's really kind of super standing out. You know, fresh energy, a lot of energy. You know, it's working on your best efforts to move forward. Yeah, it's you need to be just really in tune. And all I'm seeing that's what's really yelling out to me is just in tune to your emotions, very in tune to your emotions, right? And your social connections and your need for social connections as you search for, you know, pleasure in your life. Okay. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm seeing here. Very interesting. Yeah. Very playful too. Okay. So do note that this is about being very playful in your life too. Yeah. Very, you know, changing, can change direction at a moment's notice. Okay. So being very flexible and changeable and malleable. And I think that you've been doing that as it relates to once you kind of was alert to how this situation, that you were in kind of left you to heartbreak, you stood up and said, not anymore. No, not anymore. Okay. And then, I think that you really kind of just went for what it is that you wanted. So, you know, this is just all about, yeah, it's gaining your stability back, you know, quite frankly, in your emotions. And that stability screamed all the way through the reading for you. So now let me see if there's anything else in terms of final advice for you from the soul tree cards that they want to let you know. Let's see what wants to come out. Oh, assumptions. Okay, interesting. So this is interesting because this is saying, yeah, assumptions. Careful of your assumptions in the process, okay? Because remember when I told you at the beginning that things might not, you know, things might not appear, it might not be what you wanted at the beginning, might come across a little bit differently. You might assume it's one thing, but this is telling you maybe take a second look at this opportunity that's coming through. Even though, yeah, and maybe it was something in the past, you know, that you had this idea, a person, place, or thing of a scenario, and it really wasn't that. So careful of your assumptions, find out the facts, you know, get the details as the otter would do as well. So make sure that you kind of do that. level your emotions as you've been doing, but this is about assumptions, and this is about tapping into your spirituality and using your crown chakra, and then of course your third eye, because this is more of the purple there. So that's exactly what I'm seeing here for you. Yeah. And I think it's great. That's what's really kind of poking kind of out to me here for you for the most part. Don't jump to any conclusions, okay? Just find out the truth. And when you find out the truth, Aries, release it, okay? And that's what this is saying. Learn from it, and of course, release it. Because when you do, you become reawakened, okay? And I think this is kind of like where you're at, because this is such a perfect example of the otters, as you're almost as if you've been reawakened, right? And you're looking more alert, and you're understanding things, and now you're kind of tapping into your own spirituality. Even though things are hidden, you are becoming kind of tapped into looking a little bit more detail into things from a spiritual standpoint. And I think that you're really kind of tapping into some of the unknown that's hidden, and really being reawakened by the whole ordeal. Okay, so note your comments below, guys. I look forward to seeing you next time and next week, and until then, namaste.